When you speak into the field, you are speaking instructions for yourself. You're also speaking instructions for the universe. I am free to be who I truly am. I am free to be creative, be expressive. I am free to dance and sing and play and be silly. And what matters most is that I'm true to myself and that feels good to me. Where's my passion and joy? Maybe you used to sing and dance and write and play, but you just don't anymore. And maybe life has become just so blah that you don't even know what passion and joy means. In this video, you're going to access the originating event where your passion and joy left your younger self. You are going to return your passion and joy to your younger self so that you and she can feel whole, free, expressive, and alive again. My name is Megan, and I'm here to tune you into the powerful healing and transformation available when you work with the Morphic Field. We will work through the Morphic Field, which connects us to the unseen energy and information of the universe. I'm going to walk you step by step through a tabletop constellation, so you can follow along using post-it notes and a pen, or simply meditate through the constellation. Before we begin, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Stay connected to the Morphic Field to support you on your journey. We are going to begin the constellation now. If you have your post-it notes and pen, great. If you want to follow along like this is a meditation, that's great as well. So let's draw the arrow up top. That's the direction in which the part is facing in the field. We're going to bring you in this present moment into the field. So we're writing me now. You in the present moment. Let's place you into the field. We'll place you in the center, facing forward. Placing your hand on the representation for you in this present moment, we're tuning into the field. So you're tuning into the energy, information, frequency, vibration of you. So you're heightening your awareness, your experience of you. Notice what you're noticing. How does it feel to be in your body? What thoughts are coming through? How do you feel? What emotions are you feeling? So tuning in, bringing more awareness to your experience of you in this present moment. And we're going to bring in the next part. So we're going to bring in passion and joy. So let's go ahead and write passion and joy. We can write this on one post-it note. We're going to bring passion and joy in front of us. So let's place it in front of us. We can place one hand on passion and joy and one hand on me now. So we're going to begin to channel the energy information of passion and joy. What happens when you bring this into the field? What do you notice? What happens for you? What do you see? What does passion and joy feel like for you? Perhaps you have a memory coming through. Remember times when you were passionate and joyful. Bring those in. Who were you with? What were you doing? How did you feel? How did you feel about yourself? How did you feel about others? How did you feel about life, about the world, about the universe? Tune into passion and joy. Some of you may be feeling disconnected from passion and joy, so notice your relationship to passion and joy right now. If you feel disconnected, separate, notice it, bring it in, heighten it. Bring it to the light. We're looking at it, we're being with it. Some of you may be noticing a time when you got cut off from passion and joy, from your passion and joy. What happened? See if you can remember a time when you were young, when you got cut off from your passion and joy. Perhaps something happened, somebody said something, somebody did something, and your passion and joy just died, or it left, or somebody took it, or it got smushed, smashed. How old were you? Let that scene unfold. What happened? How were you expressing yourself? What was your passion? What was your joy? Maybe you were dancing, singing, painting, talking, sharing, laughing. being yourself, sharing your heart, loving someone, showing love to someone. We're going to bring in that young part right now, that young self. So we're going to draw an arrow and go ahead and write my young self. So this is your young self that got disconnected from their passion and joy. And we're going to place them in. We're going to feel into where passion and joy went when your young self, when that happened to your young self. So let's place your young self in front of you now so that you're looking at her. And let's feel into where your passion and joy went when this happened to your young self. So perhaps passion and joy went away and is facing another direction. Perhaps your passion and joy is underneath your young self, but just disconnected. So notice where your passion and joy is located and go ahead and place that into the field. So I'll place passion and joy over here. And let's feel into your young self, channeling the information of your young self of what happened. Have them show you who was involved, who was there, what was said to you, and then what did you say or didn't say? And how did that feel? Looking through your eyes now towards your young self, be with her, be with them. Be with them now in a way that you couldn't at the time. So you're witnessing what happened to your young self. Give your young self space to fully feel their emotions. And perhaps it was overwhelming to them at the time. And the emotions were so strong they couldn't feel them, or they didn't know how to feel those emotions. They didn't know what those emotions meant. So life became small. Life got shut down. Passion and joy left. It's not safe. It's not safe to feel passionate and joyful. See what else happened. Your young self could feel that passion and joy was taken away from them. Stand in the shoes of your young self. See what there is for them to say. Give them their voice. What they couldn't say back then, give them their voice now. And you as witness, listen. Perhaps they're saying, I'm scared. I'm hurt. I don't know what's going on. Give them their voice. Say that out loud right now. And you in the present moment, be with them. Hear them. Hear them for the first time. Let them know that you're here for them, that you see them. Stand in the shoes of you in this present moment. Look towards your young self and say, I see you. I am here for you now. See what else your young self wants to share with you, wants to say. Tell your young self, you're here to help them. Say, I'm here to help you. Say, I'm here to help you get your passion and joy back. Say, this passion and joy belongs to you. How does your young self hear that? How do they respond? Perhaps they want to turn to look at their passion and joy. Have them turn and look at it, wherever they are. Tell your young self that you've missed them, that you've missed their joy and passion. and how wonderful and creative and free they are. Tell your young self that you're going to help them get their passion and joy back. How does your young self hear that? How does she respond? So let's turn passion and joy to face your young self, wherever it is, wherever you've placed it. Let's have passion and joy face your young self. So your young self is looking towards passion and joy. What happens when she sees her passion and joy? Tell her it's safe to take her passion and joy back. Tell her you're there for her now. Say, I am here for you now. It is safe to take your passion and joy back. It is safe to be passionate and joyful again. You can be free. I am here for you now. I will protect you. I am your biggest fan. Say to her, whatever's there for you, to support her, to allow her flow of passion and joy to come back. See her the way she was before passion and joy got disconnected or suppressed. See the brilliant, creative, light, spark that she is. Unique. Tell your young self, say, take your passion and joy back. Feel her receiving, feel her being open to receive passion and joy. And when you feel ready, we're going to place passion and joy underneath your young self. So we're going to have her integrate with passion and joy. And we'll place her back in front of you, facing you. Have her feel her passion and joy returning back to her, within her. So you're feeling this within her and feeling this within you, your passion and joy. What happens to you? What do you feel? What do you notice? And as always, when we integrate, our spirit team is helping us with the integration. So notice how it feels to integrate once again with the frequency of passion and joy. How does your young self feel? Elated? Happy? Back whole again? WHOLE? Notice if your young self feels more alive, more awake. Your young self was stuck back in that time, in that loop of disconnection from her passion and joy. So we've restored, we've integrated, we've brought back, we've freed her. So now she can feel whole and in the present moment again, alive. So let's feel into your young self integrated with her passion and joy. And again, looking through your eyes, you in the present moment, look towards your young self. What do you see? Who do you see as you? See if you can see through new eyes your young self. How do you see her now? See her greatness. See her brilliance. See her spark. See her expression, her creativity. Feel source energy flowing through her, divinity, divine creation, restoring your young self's connection to divine creation. Feel that in your young self, as your young self, and as you now. Okay, we're going to integrate with your young self. Before we do, we're going to tell her what's happening. So standing in the shoes of you now, look towards your young self and ask her to come home with you, home to this present moment. Say you don't have to be stuck back in the past in that loop. You can come home now and be in the present moment with me. So you can ask this out loud or you can speak this internally. How does your young self respond? Okay, and when you're ready, you can integrate with your young self. So integrating with your young self and passion and joy, we're going to place them underneath you now. And let's place your hand on the integration here with you, your young self, passion, and joy. Again, our spirit team is helping us with this integration. So feel your young self returning home, being more present, more alive, more brilliant, more creative, more passionate, more joyful. Feeling more passionate, joyful, creative, alive. The sense of coming home, sense of feeling more whole, completeness. Notice what's the experience when you integrate with your young self. Feeling her now live within you, her awareness of you, and your awareness of her. So you're building a relationship with all the parts of you, all the younger versions of you. This is the relationship that you have with yourself. This is self-love and self-care. What are the needs that my younger self has? To feel loved, to feel safe, to have a voice, to express, to dance, to paint, to sing, to share her heart. Feel that inside of you now, as she now resides, she now lives inside of you in this present moment. What is her passion? What is her joy? What is your passion? What is your joy? Having that come alive again, sparking that. Notice what you're noticing, observe. See if there's anything for you to speak into the field, for you to speak to yourself out loud, for you to speak to the universe out loud. Feel what's there for you. Some of the words may be, I am free now. And that may be your younger self speaking and you. I am free now. I am free to be who I truly am. I am free to be creative. I am free to be expressive. I am free to be myself. I am free to dance and sing and play and be silly and have fun and be enthusiastic. And what matters most is that I'm true to myself and that feels good to me. What's there for you? What do you want to speak into the field? When you speak into the field, you are speaking instructions for yourself. You're also speaking instructions for the universe. I am free. I am whole. I am complete. Okay, we're going to complete the constellation in just a moment. Before we do, take a moment to fully feel into your integration, fully receiving yourself. Notice the relationship that you have with yourself even more. So we're bringing more conscious awareness to the relationship that we have with ourself. Okay, I think we can complete here. So we're completing the constellation, but you can always stay connected to the morphic field. Continue to receive this energy and information frequency of joy and passion. You can revisit this tabletop constellation at any time, following along with your post-it notes or meditating to the constellation. These tabletop constellation videos on YouTube are a snippet of what we can access in the morphic field. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one or participate in a group workshop, visit my website, themorphicfield.com. And if you got something out of this video, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed already to my channel, please subscribe.